What's up everyone, it's Dan with Maindeck and welcome back to our second box opening of Alchemical Revolution, the third set of Grand Archive, bringing us the Cleric, Guardian, and Ranger classes. We have a 24-pack first edition booster box to crack open for you guys, so without any further ado, let's break right into this thing. Alright everyone, welcome back to the pack cracking station for one more Grand Archive Set 3 Alchemical Revolution box opening. We're going to crack open this bad boy, all 24 packs. If you missed the first video, that is available right now. You can go check that out. I have it linked down in the description and at the end of this video as well. If you just want to go back to it afterwards, you can see what we pulled in the first box, but you guys are here to see the second box that we're cracking open. And we will see just how spicy our pulls can get today. So just like last time, we have our 24 packs right here. You can see them all right there. I'm just going to set the box off to the side here and grab from those. I'm going to be using the scissors to open these once again. Sometimes the pull tabs work for me, sometimes popping it open like a regular pack does, but you know what? The scissors are just clean and easy, so that's how we're going to do it. And I think in this one, I'm not going to be naming every single comment that we open or reading as many of the cards. So if you want to hear a little bit more of me saying the names of things, I guess you can see that in the first video, but we're going to be, it's going to be a little less ceremonious, I think, on this one. We have Tonerus on our very first pack ready to go. You guys have probably already watched a lot of pack openings, so I don't know if you need everything to go quite as slow as it would if I read like every single card out here. But if this is your first box opening of Alchemical Revolution or Grand Archive in general, the thing to know is that in these boxes, we only have 3 foil hits that we're looking for because there's only 3 foils per box. Foils are more scarce in Grand Archive, which means they generally have a little bit of a higher value. Even the less cool foils have a higher value. So we're going to be expecting about 1 ultra rare per box, about 3 foils, and then something like around 6 SRs per box as well. And we are starting off with a rare. Actually, this is one I haven't seen, so I'm going to read this one. By the way, I'm opening this before the full set spoiled, so some of these are pretty new to me. Storm of Thorns is a 2-cost Guardian skill reaction. If damage would be dealt to a unit you control this turn, prevent 1 of that damage. If the damage prevented had a unit as its source, deal 1 damage to that unit. Okay, so prevent 1, deal 1 with floating memory. That's interesting. It's a little bit of a niche application, but that floating memory means that's okay. That's fine. If it's a little niche, that's not a big deal. And this would be kind of cool with the is her name Nico? Yeah, I mean she's the one on the picture. She's the one pictured on the card, but it would be very cool with her and Crimson Tear, who I would love to see a Crimson Tear in this box. Actually, let's see if we can manifest some Crimson Tear energy, because we did not see one in the first box, and I really like that card quite a bit. Kel, Red Zone Rogue, got to spoil that one. I'm sure he'll be cracking open some boxes here too. You can probably check out his channel and see what he opens. Hopefully he gets a Crimson Tear at least, because he spoiled it, so he's got to get it. We have a Provoke Obstinance SR. Nice. Happy to get more of those. I like that card quite a bit. It's a great card for Guardian just not dying in the late game, which is the thing. Guardian, I think, if you build Guardian to go deep into level 3, I think you're going to find, yeah, you are very difficult to take out of the game. I think that's very cool. I like that playstyle. I'm a control player at heart, so I'm going to be looking to build stuff like that too. Fatal Timepiece. I haven't seen this one. 0-cost Regalia item Cleric artifact. At the beginning of each player's recollection phase, if they did not materialize a card this turn, deal 2 unpreventable damage to the champion. Speaking of control win cons, just don't do anything, and eventually your opponent will die to this. So that's a funny one. That's funny. Interesting though. Ooh, we're taking out those Eager Page decks. Finally, the Eager Page decks were wrecking the meta. That's a joke if you aren't familiar with the game. All right, commons. We have Draft of Stamina. I think I'm pretty sure I said it right that time. And Take Cover as our rare. Take Cover, a card you'll get a couple copies of. 1 or 2 copies, I can't remember, in the Ranger starter deck, I believe. I believe they're in that one. Speaking of Ranger, there's our Diana. And boy, how nice would it be to see a CSR in this box too. That'd make my year. That would make my year. Now, I think I said this in the last video. I want to make it clear in this one. For Fractured Crown, Weebs did send us kind of a spicy box, a hot box that was more or less guaranteed. I believe actually exactly guaranteed to have a CSR in it. However, I do not believe that is the case here. At least I was told nothing about it. So if we get a CSR in here, I believe it's totally legit. It's a legit CSR open and not a, we gave this one to you, which is what the Fractured Crown was. Veiled Dash, what's this one? Ranger skill reaction, fast, 4 cost, but it costs 2 less to activate for Rangers. Up to 2 target units become distant. Then reveal any amount of wind element cards from your memory. Prevent the next X damage to be dealt to each of those units this turn, or X the amount of wind element cards revealed this way. The card is sick. This card's really good. This card is a super powerful distant enabler in that deck. It does everything you want it to do, and it only costs 2 for Ranger, and this card is sick. This card is really good. Wow, that's a good card. Okay. And hey, there, I got mistaken in the last box, but this is the card I previewed. One of the cards I previewed. Very neat thing. I did not mention this in the previews for this card, but this element bonus you can pay to return from graveyard to the field rested. We had clarification afterwards that if you have a nullifying lantern in play, causing all cards in graveyard to be norm, and you have at least one norm element champion in your lineage, so like, you know, for example, any level 2 that is norm element, well, level 1 or level 2 that's norm element, then you will match the element bonus and you can actually return the Hex Chaser from your graveyard to play even if you aren't level 3 yet, because it will become norm element in the graveyard and it'll match your champion's lineage. So that's a neat little trick you can do that we did not talk about in that preview video. And I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's good, but it's certainly cool. All right, starting off with a Mana Root. We have that mana. Oh, we have a foil. We have a foil. Nice. All right, what is our foil? It is a foil airship cruiser, range 2 floating memory. A nice bread and butter foil for those water ranger decks. I'm always happy to get these because like I know I'm going to be able to use this one. I'll be able to slot it in a deck, no problem. If I play water ranger, that'll go in for sure because floating memory, range 2. I mean, what more do you want? You know, you get to play this. You get to play Tactical Retreat with this guy. Tactical Retreat, give him distant, has floating memory, swings for 3. Your opponent's like, that's too much. I got to kill him. Okay, now you get 2 floating memories. Now you get 2, and then you just level up for free next turn, which is sick. And hey, let's go. Nice SR. We got an Academy Guide. This is going to be a hot SR from the set because it has huge value written right here. It says huge value. Champion cards you materialize cost 1 less to materialize. This is a must-kill target for the opponent. They have to get rid of this thing, or you are going to generate way too much value by just leveling for 1 cheaper for the next few turns, let alone if you have multiple of them. So, but it's a 1/3. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get rid of. You do have to devote some resources to it, a little bit at least. And if you have ways to protect it, like in the Ranger deck or something, well, that sure would be nice. So that is an awesome SR hit. I'm very happy to get that. Very happy to get that SR hit. Is Academy Guide the new Dungeon Guide is the question. I think it's going to depend on the deck. I mean, I don't think one replaces the other necessarily. Some decks are going to want the tempo advantage of Dungeon Guide and be unable to protect an Academy Guide. Dungeon Guide does this thing when it comes into play, allows you to level up for free. Well, not for free, but immediately by banishing cards, sometimes for cheaper. Oh, hey, there's our UR. Oh, hey, I don't remember if we've seen this one either. Gloamspire Lance, a 0-cost Regalia weapon ranger gun, 1 power, 4 durability. Class bonus on hit, deal X unpreventable damage to the hit unit, then recover X, where X is the amount of curse cards in the attacker's lineage, +1. So this is another way that you can curse yourself up and then smack for a bunch of damage and then recover. Recover a bunch. Ranger has so many ways to recover. It's wild. Okay, cool UR. Nice. There's our UR for the box. Very cool. Speaking of Diana, there she is. All right, let's go to the uncommons. Rhymesoul Bishop, Fertile Grounds, and another SR, Inzali, Unshackled Blaze. Wow, we got 4 of our SRs so far, and our UR. That's wild. We're going to have a bunch of rare packs in a row then, I think. Inzali, interesting Cleric card. Does a lot of damage to everything. Can you take advantage of it? I haven't found out how to take advantage of it really. Yes, I guess is the thing. But I'm sure there's a way. There has to be a way. Okay, we have a rapid reload. We have an allied war priestess. What's this? What's this? Cleric, guardian, human. Oh, double. Okay, dual class. Nice. 3 cost, 1/3 class bonus. It gets +1. So in Cleric Guardian, so 2/3 for 3. You kidding me? This is, oh wow. Okay, this is gonna be a good card in those decks. 2/3 for 3 is kind of, by the way, it's like our baseline. So if your ally is a 2/3 for 3, it is like so far it's been solid enough for constructed play. But this is a 2/3 for 3 in Cleric and Guardian that has on attack recover 2 when you have 4 or more cards in your memory. That is awesome. This card is great. This card is super sick. Definitely going to see play in aggressive Cleric and Guardian decks. And a rare Tether in Flames. I mean, it may look like that Allied War Priestess is not that exciting. Like in a lot of card games, like a 2/3 lifelink for 3 is like not good, but in Grand Archive, everything has haste. You have to keep that in mind. So everything's attacking right away and causing an impact on the board very quickly. And just threats that can do something reasonable that turn, like recover you 2, as well as doing something on the board, they're good. That's on attack too. You don't even have to deal the damage. And we have another foil. Foil Rhymesoul Bishop. Very cool. Another water foil. This is the Cleric one. Another water floating memory foil even. The one that's on enter, you may banish a card with floating memory from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. 2/2 for 3 with floating memory. I think that's a very good card too, actually. I think that's very good too. Nice. There's our second foil. Windblessed Gatekeeper, Conjure Downpour. I like that card a lot too. And another Enhanced Potency. All right. So 4 SRs and 2 foils already down, and our UR. Like I said, there's just going to be a run here of packs that are just like rare, throw it away, rare. Not that we throw the rare away, throw the wrapper away. Get the rare, throw the wrapper away. Battlefield Spotter though, that's a rare I'll take more of. Because in the deck where you want Battlefield Spotter, you definitely want 4 of it. She gives your units ranged and she gives your units distant. She just kind of does the things you need to do in that deck. Also is a body on the board, only costs 2. There's a lot to like about that card. A lot to like about it. All right, in this pack we have a, let's see, Meltdown, Winds of Retribution, and another Ranger card I haven't seen before. Whoa, the art on this is really cool, actually. False Step. 1 cost action, Ranger skill reaction. If damage would be dealt to your champion this turn, prevent 2 of the damage. Your champion becomes distant. Then you may pay 2. If you do, allies you control become distant. Wow. I feel like these Umbra cards are just crazy. Is it just me? Like, I feel like these Umbra cards are nuts across the board. They're all like super good. I'm not even totally sure how to build Ranger decks that like utilize Umbra very well. A lot of Ranger cards want me to just build and play aggressively and just kind of win on like level 2. But I mean, like the level 3 is pretty wild. Pretty wild as well. Potion Fusion Frostbite, Airship Cannoneer, like that card quite a bit too, and Exalted Doromegian Throne. Here's some of these packs with just rares in them that you hear so much about from this box. We have that foil hit still though. Foil hit in here somewhere. All right, not in here. Young Peacekeeper, Astrocyte, and Percy. There's another SR. Percy Relentless Raptor, or Perse. I can't remember if we got the correction on that. Is it Perse or Percy? But she is a 1/3 with range 2 and rest, suppress target ally, item, or weapon. Activate this ability only if she's distant. So you can either attack for 3 or get a rest to suppress, which could be very game changing depending on how you use it. What's up, Tony? We got Tony. Hey, we should get the shirtless Tony CSR. That would be cool. That is what we want to see. Any CSR, honestly, but got an Amorphous Strike. We saw that one in the last box as well. It blew my mind already. It's not going to blow it again. All right, in this pack, we are going to zoom over to the Veteran Blaze Bearer card. I don't know. 2/3 for 3. I like it. On enter, it gains taunt until the beginning of your next turn. I like it. Class bonus, steadfast, so he can retaliate while rested and doesn't rest to do so. I like it across the board. Solid 2/3 in the Guardian deck for sure. Nice. Very cool. Astrocyte. And Alliance Gear Shield. Ooh, okay, hang on. I haven't seen this one. An ally link card. So it enters linked to something. Comes on your material deck, enters linked to something. Linked ally gets +1 health. Class bonus that that ally also gets +2 power as long as they're retaliating. Hey, wait. There we go. Look at this. So you'd have a 2/4 that retaliates for 4 and retaliates while it's rested. And has taunt. So they have to attack it. And then it's just, okay, retaliate for 4. Did you kill me yet? Okay, retaliate on the next thing for 4. There's like, it's easy, I think, to discount the amount of damage this deals when it gets something set up like that. This is like, this actually, it looks like it's a dumb shield, but it does a bunch of damage to your opponent if your deck is set up to do that, which is really cool. Very cool shield. I like it. And I don't lightly say something is a cool shield. All right, into the commons. Get those out of here. Trading Post is cool, but get out of here. Fire-tuned Automaton. We saw that in the last box. Very cool card. Navigate the Streets and Potion Infusion Clarity. If you are buying the Ranger starter deck, you want more of these for it. You would like to have more of these in that deck for sure. This card is clutch to see when you're playing the Rangers. Did I say Ranger? I meant Cleric. I don't know. Cleric starter deck. You need to see that card in the Cleric starter deck. Very good card for the Cleric to see if you're brewing potions, which that starter deck definitely is. Okay, we have Lava Heated Brew. There's our Nico. What up, Nico? That's our first Nico, actually. And a Fractal of Snow. So we should have one more SR and one more foil still, chilling towards the bottom of the box. Just being coy with us. It's only a matter of time, though. I think it's only a matter of time before that last foil shows up. It's not now, though. Not in this pack. Fire-tuned Automaton, Dormant Sacrificial Altar, and another Gloamspire Wraith. You know, honestly, she does not look spooky enough to call a Wraith. She's the cutest Wraith that I think I've seen called a Wraith before. Silver Shine. All right, commons. I was kind of slow down at the last commons in case that foil is hiding there. Vanitas, Smash with Obelisk, and another Fatal Timepiece. This is this box we have that Fatal Timepiece in, right? Yeah, 2 Fatal Timepiece. 3 packs left. 3 packs left. I'm not sure we're seeing a CSR here. I feel like if we were going to see a CSR, we would have seen it already because, yeah, here's our foil. Here's our foil. It's another water foil. Look at this water foil box. It is a rare, so that's cool. Got a foil rare here, Torrential Blast. So this is a Cleric spell that has class bonus with the top 2 cards of your deck into your graveyard and then deal an amount of damage to one target, up to one target ally equal to the amount of water element cards in your graveyard. So a good little board control card that can progress you by getting some floating memory cards into your graveyard. Some more water cards. That kind of stuff. Very cool card. Nice triple water foil. Look at that. That's funny. Supply Drone, Sea Sprite Diver, and Condensed Supernova. That's what it was called. I couldn't remember in the last video the name of the Astra Potion. All right, so expecting just one more SR here. Maybe it's that Crimson Tier that I was hoping to see. And we have 2 packs left to do it. This one and one more. All right, Rousing Slam, Vanitas, Deploy Gun Shield, and there's that SR. It's not Crimson Tier, but it is a cool card. The Constellatory Spire, a win condition for countering your opponent's stuff. It costs 2 less to activate for clerics. It's only a 1-cost domain on enter draw card. So basically, pay 1, put it into play, draw a card. Whenever you negate a card activation, you may rest it. If you do, deal 2 damage to target unit. You can have up to 4 of these in play, by the way. And then you counter something, you negate it, and then rest all 4, deal 8 damage to your opponent. Okay, my turn. Awaken everything, and then just keep doing that. that's kind of a that's a fun strategy for some type of player. It would be a fun strategy for me. I can confirm that. All right, and our final pack. Let's see. We had the last pack CSR Magic. No, we don't. Okay. That's too bad. Calculated Foresight. I don't know if I've seen this one. Put the top 2 cards of your deck in your graveyard, then you may banish a card of floating memory. Yeah, we did see this. Saw this one in the last box. Whirlwind Vizier and Demon's Aim is our very last rare of the box. All right, so just looking over it again, we got the UR Gloamspire Lance, a very cool Umbra gun. We have these SRs, Constellatory Spire, Percy, Inzali, Academy Guide, nice hit, very excited about that, Relentless Hex Chaser, Provoke Obstinance, and we have these 3 foils, Torrential Blast, get these foils up here, make sure you've seen them well, Rhymesoul Bishop, incredible art on this card, holy cow. I mean, the art in this game in general is like super, super, super good, and Airship Cruiser. So the triple water foil box. All right, and that's it. I'm going to have a lot more Alchemical Revolution coming from our local store that I'm buying from, so there will be a live stream coming. If you want to see more Alchemical Revolution opened, tune in the night of release, and we will have actually not quite the night of release. Tune in. It'll actually be a few nights after release. I'm going to be opening mine late, I believe, so tune in that coming weekend, and then I'll just announce the date. Don't take my word for it in this one, but there will be a live stream where I'm going to open like probably 3 more cases of Alchemical Revolution, not boxes, 3 more cases. So tune in for that. Hang out with me. We'll crack open some Alchemical Revolution. I'll ask you how your pulls have been. You can tell me all of your victory and defeat stories from your pulls, and we'll have a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Alchemical Revolution once again releases January 26th, so you do want to make sure you hit up your LGS and ask them if they're getting it in. Make sure they're getting it. Make sure they're getting into the Omni decks, because that beta is going live or already went live as this airs. So you can get your store in there so you can start getting events running that way. There's lots of exciting stuff for Grand Archive coming. So this is a great time to be in the game. I'm having a ton of fun, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.